Alright, here we go, and maybe just a quick session this time. I'm gonna do a little bit of bounties. A guy I listened to on a YouTube video, he recommends highly against bounties. And while I understand what he meant by it, which is that it may not be the most efficient use of time, because you probably get, I don't want to say you get the least for it, but leveling up these legendary gems is very important, because you want to level them up and then start augmenting. But before I start augmenting, I want to make sure that I've got the best build that I can possibly get. And that means that whatever items I augment, they've got to last me for the rest of the season. You don't want to augment an item and then find another one afterwards that might turn out to be even better than the one you augmented, and in which case you've wasted a bunch of materials to augment, but now you're going to be giving that item up. The bounties are going to give me the crafting materials. It's actually mainly for these three things that I want the bounty runs for, because you get a lot. You get a lot of this material for the bounty chests that you get. I'm probably be looking at maybe 2,000 of each of these, which should last me a long time. I think that's about how much I got last time. I've got a bunch of these too to spend, and I've got a bunch of Forgotten Souls. The biggest question for me is, what am I going to be reforging? And I think I'm going to be reforging first. Oh yeah, and the other reason too is that if I spend a lot of this, let's say I spend a lot of this material to reforge to try and get a primal, and I spend all those resources, and reforge it, and let's say I get a really good one. Well, later on I could be doing a greater rift, and then another one, let's say a primal one, drops. Well, then I've spent a bunch of resources on the item here when one just randomly dropped. And I understand that. That's a very valid point. But I am going to be augmenting. I'm not going to start augmenting today or tomorrow or whatever, but I am getting kind of close. I got these three to level up. These three legendary gems. But what am I gonna be augmenting? Is this gonna be more or less my final build? Is this what's going to get me at the highest possible level on the leaderboards? Maybe not necessarily these exact items, but these types of items. Is this working better than the Leoric's crown? Is this working better than Wisdom of Caldesann? Seems to be. Everything seems to be. And then I gotta think, okay, well, I've also got, this build. Am I gonna go with this build? Because this is highly plausible as well. This is a different one. That's got the thorns in it, that's why. So, you know, I'm kind of at a crossroads. I mean, I really want to. Well, definitely before I guess maybe I should hold off on reforging. I've got a lot of crafting materials for reforging. I got Forgotten Souls. You use 50 in each one, so I've got 40 reforges worth here. And use 5 here, so I got what, 26? I can reforge 26 times. Well, I guess technically I should hold off on the reforging. He is right about that, because I don't want to reforge. If I were to do an item, I mean, just off the top of my head, I think Unity might be the first one I try to reforge, because that's the one I can use in both builds. It's the one that's probably, I don't want to say weak, but I would really like to have vitality in it. I'd like to have thorns in it as well, or at least the capability of putting thorns in it. But it goes with both builds, so you know, the Wisdom of Caldesann and the Orc's Crown, those also went with both builds, but now I've got this. This is already pretty good. Yeah, I guess the reforging should just be used to fill in the gaps towards the end. I mean, I'm definitely going to reforge before I augment, but for now I am gonna hold off on reforging. I just need these 3 materials so that I can continue upgrading. Now I'm going to do something a little different with this bounty run. I'm going to continue this. This is a pretty good setup. The main difference is going to be I'm not going to use the Firewalkers, and I'm going to give up. I think I'm going to give up bone armor. And instead, I'm going to focus on I want movement speed. So I'm thinking if I go with Stewart's Greaves and bone armor. Where are they? Put them away. I know I got a pair somewhere. Where are they? I could swear I had a pair of them. There. So I gotta go with Blood Rush. Let's go back to this. I'm also gonna go back to Leoric's crown. Because without that bone armor, my defense is gonna be a lot less. Even the Johnstone. Gotta find something other than the Johnstone too. I don't have bone armor, so this is worthless at this point. How come none of those have any vitality? At least this one's got armor. Or at least got a little bit more defense there.
That is not possible.
I don't have a gem in it. Oh. Don't even know if I don't think I'm gonna even need Frostburn.
Don't you miss me? Just a little?
Really don't have. Maybe I'll just go with that gloves
I've
of
dug
worship.
up some new things for you to take a look at.
I guess that'll be good. Normally, also, I have my Nagel ring. I don't think I want the Nagel ring this time around. I'm not really going there to fight things and to get drops. I'm going there mainly just to complete the quests, complete the bounties, and get those Herodric chests. That's the main thing. Now, the only thing that might... Only reason why I might want to use the Nagel ring at some point is if they get a... someone opens up a portal to Whimsydale. So I should at least keep it ready. I think I am going to change out one more thing. I'm going to put this in. And use Convention of the Elements. So I'll definitely be doing less damage, but hopefully the regeneration from this and the shield that it can provide will make up for it. So I gotta remember, without my bone armor, I got 30% damage reduction less. So I just want to try and make sure I don't want to die. This is how fast I'm gonna run. Pretty much do the whole thing. I gotta clean this out. It's such a mess. Alright. Stick those in there. Alright, let's just do a quickie bounty run. I may only have time for one before I gotta head out today. Good. Alright, no money. No Boon of the Hoarder. No Magic Find. No Death Breath. Just trying to get those bounties done as fast as I can to get the bounty, the chests. If someone opens up a portal to Whimsydale, I'll just quickly slide this on and teleport to them. Wish I had a better amulet than that one. Gotta have something. That one could be good. Especially going up against poison creatures. That one could be really good. In fact, that one looks the best. Switch out the reduced cooldown for vitality.
When virtue tarries, evil smiles.
Need vitality. Alright, so now I'm immune to fire. Really fast, immune to fire. Got my Leoric's crown back on. Hopefully those two will make up for the bone armor that I've lost. And this Molten Wildebeest also. Alright, let's give it a shot.
But our foes gain strength.
I'd prefer to fight the Butcher, I think, but no Butcher. See where everyone else goes.
An ally has left. My foes grow weaker.
Consumes you! Down, thieves! An interesting opponent. This world can abide you no longer.
Give it more time.
Ah.
Weakness consumes you! Next.
That is not possible. Afraid not.
The night embraces you.
These ones are always tough for me. Especially if they don't come to me. If they just stand back like that, I can't do anything. Next. Someone else already finished. Where is it? I get it.
How dare you reach the
Well.
And rot.
I don't want everything frozen.
You, the fire corpse. This world can abide you no longer. I must have a corpse. Possible. That is not possible.
Well, I think what I said before is very true. I think it's just the Necromancer is just, even with the speed that I had, you got a Barbarian, 2 barbarians. And a monk. They are just so overpowered that they just get things done so fast. Missing one? One, two, three, four. Which one am I missing? Oh, okay. Alrighty. I don't even have any items. Cultist list. I think that's something for the Darkening of Tristram event.
Have you spoken to Auric?
Not yet. What does one say to an ancient Nephilim ghost?
I suppose you start with hello.
An ally has left. My foes grow weaker.
So I got a few hundred. Pandemonium. Yeah, this one might have been good back in the day, but now it's just not. It's not that great, even for the Thorns build. Let's just get rid of it. Well, I don't know. I sped through that bounty, I mean, faster than any other build I've ever had, putting everything into speed, and yet, you know, maybe the only other thing I could have put in there was maybe Crown's buff. I could put this into my cube. Or I could wear this and just use the Dante's binding I have. I didn't care for the blood rush that much. You know, maybe I could just go... What I didn't like was keep getting blocked by everything. So maybe this would be better. Get my bone armor back. Wear this. Guess I'd want... And with the bone armor, I can put in a bonus to my speed anyways. Try that. Let's get rid of this. This didn't help at all. Let's wear the illusory boots. Our movement speed is now plus 50%. I don't know anything about this build, so...
And lead the way to glory.
So I can probably go back with this. I think that's how I'm going to get my bone armor back. Let's get that. Alright, well... I will be back later in the day or later tonight. I gotta go do some things. I'm gonna try another bounty run or two. Probably do 4 of them. I want to get 2,000 of each of those crafting materials. Okay, I will be back later.